You're listening to today's inspirational message on the Proverbs with Kurt Bjorklund.
So Proverbs has been about these reversals, Proverbs 6, the reversal of somebody who lets their name be used as an open line of credit, somebody who doesn't work hard, and somebody who engages in tear down conversation. And this may not seem like it's necessarily all that negative, but this is something that is seen here in this little phrase, sow discord. And in verses 16 through 19, we read this. It says, there are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him. And then it goes through 7 things. And this is a rhetorical device, and the ESV Study Bible says it well. The numeric literary device presents a representative rather than an exhaustive list that seeks to draw particular attention to the final item as the focus of God's hatred. It's easy to agree that God hates the first 6 items, but it's also easy to overlook the 7th, and thus the author pulls the reader up short. And so here's what that's saying. That when you read this, you say, of course, these first 6 things are an abomination to the Lord. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises evil. These things are all clearly something that is negative in the way that we interact with people. Feet that run and make haste to evil, and a false witness who breathes out lies. And so you see here, you have this idea of pride, deceit twice, innocent blood or actions that hurt people, wicked plans that run after evil. And then he says, whatever sows discord. And he told us how this looks in verses 12 through 15. And now he puts this to the head of the list as if to say, you need to understand that sowing discord or creating disharmony between people is something that God hates. Now, most of us don't want to do what God hates. We may debate what oppression really looks like. And sometimes the simple enormity of the need and the complexity of the problems may keep us from stepping into the gap. But when it comes to shedding innocent blood, it means that we are really unwilling to either stand up for somebody who's going through something, or we're in a place where we're saying, I will actively partake in this. But here's again what he's saying, and that is that Christian behavior, or behavior that understands what God wants, understands how devastating it is to hurt relationships. Jonathan Edwards once wrote this. He said, Christian love disposes a person to be public-spirited. A man of right spirit is not a man of narrow and private views, but is generally concerned for the good of the community in which he lives, and especially the city in which he resides. And then David Hubbard writes this. He says, so seriously does biblical faith take the doctrine of God's image in man, that acts done to human beings are as weighty as though they were done to God. These things are public-spirited. Haughty eyes hurt people. Lies hurt people. Shedding innocent blood. Devising wicked plans. Feet that run to make haste to evil, and a false witness. But so is it when you do things that tear down relationships. I'm sure you've had relationships that have been broken at different times, different ways in your life. And here's what you know is true, and that is it will always be harder to undo what has been broken than it is to simply leave it together. In other words, to sow discord means you have to go back in and try to undo this web that's been sown. And so again, the warning here, the practical warning is to say, don't get caught up in sowing discord or any of these things that God hates. And be especially careful in your relational network that you aren't sowing discord among other people, building little alliances and hurting relationships.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.